Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. My name is Sarah, also known as Laugh Love Langella, and in today's video we are going to be adding some spring touches in my kitchen and dining spaces. As always, these are areas that I like to keep really simple so that the functionality of them is not hindered while they are styled. And obviously some things get shifted around a little bit in everyday use, but for the most part, everything that I put out the way it is stays the way it is because I don't do anything that is blocking performance of the general flow of kitchen or dining space. We generally don't use unless somebody's visiting, so I like to keep that super simplistic so that way if people come over, when we have guests visiting, we don't need to be moving things, or we can just leave them as is to make it easier for ourselves. But I'm excited to share with you guys my simple styling for the spring season in these spaces. I recently made a few trips to Golden Oldies for their spring market, and they had just gotten in a container completely filled with breadboards, and I have been wanting to add some antique breadboards into our kitchen space. However, I just had never come across anything quite the right size. So I did pick up two of them. One is the skinnier, and then I found this beautiful chunky one that I thought would be the perfect way of corralling a couple of items in our kitchen, such as our brass salt and pepper mills, as well as my marble scallop bowl that is also from Golden Oldies that I put our garlic cloves in. I love to do a styled floral moment next to the sink, so I have this really gorgeous floral engraved vase that I got from my friend Kate's Etsy shop, Gray on Elm. So we're going to use this to contrast the countertops. And then for stems, I'm going to use a mixture of just the Blackberry stems and the seeded eucalyptus, just because I have a lot of florals already happening downstairs. I don't want it to totally overwhelm the space down here, so sometimes just throwing a little bit of greenery in the mix to help calm things down can really help. I really love the delicate texture that these Blackberry stems add. I bought them a few years ago now from Afloral. They are no longer sold there, but I did find a very, very similar or nearly identical item on Etsy of these stems. So if you are looking to add some into your arrangements, I will have that linked in the video description for you guys. I love to style an easel with a cookbook, sometimes closed, sometimes open, depending, but this one is from a pack of 2 that was on Amazon. And I have the 3rd volume of Magnolia Table, and I'm going to have this opened up to sheet pan s'mores, because let's be real, s'mores is just a go-to for the summer season, but it's so hot here that we are basically there. I'm going to add this mini clay pot. This is from Golden Oldies with some dried baby's breath. On the door, I'm going to add this wreath I DIY'd a couple years ago. It's meant to be a McGee & Co. look for less. I will have the video linked in the description if you guys would like to make it yourselves. I've done a ton of different wreath styling videos, so there's no shortage of inspiration if you are looking to create your own. But I love this one so much that I just left it together and bought a new base for the rest of my DIY wreaths. For my island arrangement, I'm using my go-to large Antonia vase. So many of you were actually able to find the look for less option from At Home, which is really great. I still have not, but it comes in and out of stock for shipping, so definitely keep an eye on it. I'll have it linked down below just in case you guys have it in stock at your local store. But for this, I'm going to be adding these snowball hydrangea stems. These are from Hobby Lobby. And I'm also going to be layering it with these twisted like twig and leaf stems also from Hobby Lobby, just to help add some fullness and texture.
I love having an impactful floral arrangement styling on my kitchen island. I think is such a focal point in the area, but you don't have to go overboard in order to make a statement with it. You can still do a simple styling as I am with just 2 stems, but if you want to add in more layers and depth, by all means, it's your home and you have to do what makes you happy.
On our island, I'm going to add this super large and gorgeous marble tray from Golden Oldies. So I am going to utilize the cheesecloth again as a table runner. I love to do this for the spring and summer months. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but for me, I like that it adds just enough texture, is super simple, and it's also really budget friendly as well. But it comes in a bunch of different colors if you'd like to do ones that match your napkins or help draw other colors from spaces within your home. So like I mentioned before, we don't regularly sit here, so I'm not worried about blocking views right now. So I have this gorgeous wooden vase. This is from my friend Kate's Etsy shop, Gray on Elm. It's such a beautiful statement, but because it's this gorgeous dark color, it works for everyday use, so I can use it all year round. For stems, I'm going to use these simple wax flowers that I recently got from At Home, because I have more bold floral choices in my entry and living room with the pink. I just want to make it a little bit more simple over here and kind of help tie in the green tint happening in the hydrangeas in the kitchen. For placemats, we're changing it up for spring and summer, and I'm using these jute braided ones. I got these from Hobby Lobby years ago. I don't know if they still have them, but my recent trip to At Home, I saw that they did have one nearly identical to this if you were looking to add some texture.
Just wanted to say a quick thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel today. If you are enjoying the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up so I know to make more of this in the future. And I hope you all have a wonderful weekend with your friends, family, whatever plans you have going on. And for a simple touch, I'm adding this bunny that was from Hobby Lobby that I painted.
For napkins, I'm going to add these beautiful dusty blue ones. These I got on sale at the Pottery Barn outlet, actually. They were half off, but it is the most beautiful muted blue. And I thought this would be such a nice soft touch for spring decorating. And the last touch over here, I have this blue floral throw blanket that I got from Home Goods that's reversible. So I'm going to reverse it to the mainly blue side to help draw out the color from the napkins.
And here is a finished look at how these spaces turned out. I sure hope that you guys enjoyed coming along with me and seeing the process of how I still style our kitchen and dining spaces while keeping them simple and functional.
So that is going to wrap up today's video, friends. I sure hope you enjoyed and got some decorating ideas and inspiration for how you can simply style your kitchen and dining spaces while maintaining its functionality. In case you missed my last video, we made a trip, actually a couple trips, to Golden Oldies for Spring Market 2025. So definitely check that out if you have not already. They do ship. But if you guys are making a trip out yourselves, be sure to let me know in the comments what it is that you picked up, because I love looking at hauls that people get, especially antique hauls and especially Golden Oldies hauls. So definitely leave me a comment below. But thank you so much for hanging out with me here today, and I will see you in my next video, friends. Bye.